I think there are three nevers to being a winning coach. Never let the press pick your starting quarterback.
Should broke men date? Nope. Absolutely not. A broke man has no business dating. A man has to first create himself, build his empire, something to offer a woman. If not, he's gonna bring that woman down with him.
Never take a last place team lightly.
You gotta come ready to spoil a girl, okay? And if that's not your MO, okay, beat it. I'm not for you. I'm for the man who likes to give his girl gifts. I'm for the man who likes to take his girl on trips.
And really, no matter what the score, never let them see you sweat.
So how much do you make?
How much do I make where? What are you talking about?
How much you make a year? How much money do you make a year?
On the first date, that's the type of question you ask?
Yeah, because I only date men that make a certain amount of money.
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. They're pretty and broke. And we're talking about the ones that are actually attractive. They're pretty and broke. And we're talking about the ones who are not that attractive. Right? They're pretty and broke, and we're talking about the ones who, they're really not attractive. They're all pretty broke.
Shout out to Mr. Z Black. In fact, not only am I highly entertained by his streams because of his delivery and the way he puts his streams together, but I also had an aha moment when he was talking about how many young ladies are more overt than ever before in simply saying that men not only need to have a lot of money when they choose to date women these days, but they need to provide for these young ladies' lifestyles.
If a man tells you he's not spending money on a woman unless that's his wife, that means next. He don't have any money to spend, and don't nobody want to marry him. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
And what's your criteria? Well, how much is that?
I mean, just tell me how much you make, and I'll tell you if you.
Okay, let me ask you this: Do you what you're asking for? Do you make that much?
I don't.
You don't. You don't.
The men are the providers. What y'all here for? Y'all provided.
So if we're providing, what are you supposed to be doing?
I'm here to cater. And be pampered.
And be pampered. So he has to make a certain amount of money, and you're going to be there to be catered to and pampered.
Yeah, and some good sex.
Hello, sex is not a need. You will not starve to death by not getting enough sex. I know men try to make it sound like it is a biochemical need, but you cannot die from not having enough sex. So that's good news for you. But also a partner who doesn't want to have intercourse and therefore is depriving you of your sexual needs is not an abuser.
I really think as a group, as a demographic, we should get more into robbing men because they're so wide open.
Easy. So currently at the moment, I am dating 3 different men. And when I say all of these men bring value into my life in different ways, I really urge other women to experiment and date different men at the same time. Now, they all have different purposes. One is an amazing provider. He literally provides everything that I need. If I call him up right now and say, hey, I need this, or my kids need this, this man is willing to jump to come help me. But the thing is, he kind of lacks my interest in adult time.
No matter what the score, never let them see you sweat.
So that's where my second one comes into play. When I say he is an amazing friend, he is the most amazing friend in this world. But the thing is, he's kind of lacking in the providing area.
If she's a good woman, she has options, and it's may the best man win. As a man, you cannot be afraid to pursue the woman of your dreams, because if you don't, that other guy on her roster who is not afraid to put his ego down and pursue is going to sweep her off her feet.
No matter what the score, never let them see you sweat.
But he provides in ways that are very satisfying to me. When I say he is amazing when it comes down to adult times, yes, I keep him in the back of my pocket.
No matter what the score, never let them see you sweat.
Then we have the last one, which is my older man. He's the one that likes to wine and dine me. He takes me out. We do a lot of fun things together.
They're all pretty broke. From the ones who aren't that pretty to the ones who are that pretty. And they have very interesting, weird, and arrogant ways of begging.
Dating is so funny because, like, you asking me to go to dinner doesn't excite me. But if you message me and say, all your bills are paid this month, do you want to go to dinner? then I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, let's go to dinner.
Yeah, this has no real value when she actually likes you.
Yes, I proposed to my husband, bought his ring, bought his suit, paid for my dress, paid for my wedding ring. He'd wake me up in the night to put the baby back to sleep. I would inherit my mother's car after she passed, and I let him drive it, and he wrecked it, and increased in insurance that I was paying for. Then came the house. He wanted a house for our family, so I used my cash, my credit, my income, and I bought one.
You gonna stop claiming me, stop posting me, and everything that you can me.
What kind of stupid ass prerequisite is that? He needs to pay all her bills for the entire month in order to interest her into going to dinner with him? That means you don't want to go to dinner with him. What are you talking about? You just don't want to go to dinner with him. And that's okay. Just be upfront about it. When a girl actually likes you and wants to spend time with you, all those arbitrary, stupid ass rules and regulations that she's put in her mind that need to set in order to get her attention go out the window. She ain't paying attention to none of that shit when it's time to link. He need to do this. He need to do that. He need to get me a new dress. Man, all of that when it's time to link with a guy she actually want to see. She need a new dress. She gonna borrow that shit from her friend. Don't listen to none of that bullshit. But what do I know? That just working.
Bingo.
He's right, you know.
Again, salute to Mr. Z for his streams. One of the reasons why I think this space is so important is because if you listen to the whole of social media, you'll think that things are tougher and more difficult now than they've ever been, and maybe that women are more oppressed than ever before, and that men need to give even more, do even more to acquiesce, to accommodate what's going on with young ladies now in their dating situations. But essentially, many young ladies have exactly what they ask for. They have complete control over whom they're dating. They can date several men at the same time, and what we're starting to see is that the choices they're making reflect the fact that they need help, and not just emotional help, like I want someone to care about me or someone that makes me feel a certain way when I'm physical with them. They need financial, money in their hands help.
There are 3 nevers in comedy. Never follow a better comedian, never give a heckler the last word, and no matter how bad a joke bombs, although it's never happened to me personally, never let them see you sweat.
Epidemic happening in like men right now where they're not making enough money. They're not trying to get into relationships now. So like now they're becoming incels, they're online, they're reading all these subreddits, like getting into like these dark holes where like they want to mistreat women because now they are not able to have access to us.
Nowadays, you know, men don't be really chalanting no more, and the responses I've heard is that you're intimidating. So what? The men used to chalant back in the day. If you talking to me, I need you to keep sweating.
Women hate men as a system. Men hate women as people. And it's like when we say we hate men, we are really saying we hate the patriarchy. We really hate the system that keeps men in power and keeps men harming us. Men hate us as people.
A good woman never chases. She's the whole table, and a good man will recognize that and honor that. When it comes to this story of a high value man and a high value woman, who's supposed to pursue who, it's definitely the man is always supposed to pursue the woman, always.
When all of a sudden almost 50% of your population, probably by 2030 it will be 50%, is no longer following what was the dominant narrative, then the policy does need to evolve because you're not addressing the majority of people's needs. I started paying more attention because I was like, it's not just like I'm single and I'm annoyed, I'm paying more. It's that the demographics are shifting. And you have in the US at least over 1,000 legal benefits just for married people that single people can't access.
Everyone feels pressure. Winners don't let it show.
Everyone feels pressure. Winners don't let it show.
Remember, whoever her ideal is, whoever she's hot for, she going money or not. You find that you see that little sassy way she just begged there? That little arrogant way she just begged? She made it sound good. She made it sound poetic. Huh? Let's hear that intro again.
Dating is so funny because, like, you asking me to go to dinner doesn't excite me. But if you message me and say, all your bills are paid this month, do you want to go to dinner? Then I'm going to be like, hell yeah, let's go to dinner.
Oh, smooth with it. She made sure she put on her makeup, the lips are juicy and popping and oh, beautiful. But really, what she's doing is,
Please, sir, I want some more.
Have in the US at least over 1,000 legal benefits just for married people that single people can't access. That's part of why I was interested in this subject to begin with, because 46% of the current US population is single. And by 2030, they're projecting that 45% of women will choose to remain single. So that means over the next 4 years, that population is going to increase and will continue to increase. When all of a sudden, almost 50% of your population, probably by 2030, it will be 50%, is no longer following what was the dominant narrative, then the policy does need to evolve because you're not addressing the majority of people's needs. I started paying more attention because I was like, it's not just like I'm single and I'm annoyed I'm paying more. It's that the demographics are shifting. And you have in the US at least over 1,000 legal benefits just for married people that single people can't access. Say you're not married and you're dating someone, you cannot be in the hospital if you are not married. You don't have say on a lot of decisions unless you're married. And it's not just the tax benefits, it's about relational benefits as well. And so that's really why I was like, we have to start talking about this.
There are 3 nevers in Hollywood. Never pick up the phone on the first ring. Never say, I'll be right over. And never, I don't care how much you want the part, never let them see you sweat. It's okay to be anxious, as long as you don't look anxious.
In my opinion, I don't know if we'll ever hear another official announcement of recession from either the mainstream news agencies of America or even the government entities themselves, just because, for whatever reason, I just don't believe that they'll officially announce it. But that said, if you look around at the environment, something's going on, because in my lifetime, I have never heard women be so frank and direct about, come and give me money. You're supposed to give me money because that's what a man's job is. A man is to protect and provide, and I need a provider. There's no pretense of trying to be romantic. You can see one lady talking about how she has a roster where one guy is her make her feel good guy, and 2 guys are essentially guys that give her money to pretty much fill in the blanks of what she's not being able to pay for in herself. And she said she had kids. And then you have another young lady who's saying she needs a man to check on her so that she can go on a dinner date in peace, because she needs to make sure that, you know, her bills are taken care of. Or then you have these 2 women who are essentially saying, as single women, we want to get some of the benefits that married women get, and we have to rethink what we're giving to married people as a kind of benefit and extend those benefits to women that want the benefits of marriage without being married to a man, and trying to essentially tear down whatever benefits a man gets for getting married. It just looks to me like a 5-alarm fire. Now, maybe for some people, they can look at it and say, oh, I see a lot of young ladies complaining because men need to do better. But if you really think about it, young ladies have gotten everything that they've wanted. They got the freedom. They can have as many bodies or partners in the fun room that they want. They can deal with their own money. They don't have to worry about a man's money. And essentially, they can be autonomous people in this new environment. And so if you have all of those things, why are you complaining more than ever before? Why are you demanding more directly from men than ever before? Why are you less romantic than ever before? Is that patriarchy? Is that men being oppressive? Or is it just another way of saying, I need some help and I don't know any other way to ask for it? Because when I listen to Mr. Z's streams and you just see women after woman after woman begging, those are women that are sweating and they're not able to hide it. The old commercial used to be, never let them see you sweat. I would say, if you pay attention right now, all you see on social media is sweating. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care, guys.